Hello, 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 everyone, and welcome back to Return to the Eclipse Cathedral. Crackle! I will start us off with not with a cold opener because this is a further down the line, and I don't feel like doing a cold opener. Hi, I'm Heartless. I am your DM. Would my players pretty please introduce themselves, their characters, and give us a fun fact?
Is that me? Am I first?
Yeah.
You're always first.
I'm always first, because it's me, AudioVizual, TuneKind's local bootleg Xalbaer. Guess who forgot a dad fact, first off? I'm playing Vexis Enteur, although he might not show up for a while. He's having a time. It's fine, though. He's just chilling.
Down in the stairwell.
He's sitting on the next floor waiting for everyone against the wall, having his quiet time, okay? And let's see, what's a dad fact? Oh, here's a dad fact. That some people would have figured out sooner rather than later. Vexis has apparently, quote unquote, misplaced his normal spell book, cough cough scrapbook, and he's been making do with a replacement, and it's a very touchy subject, and he will get very bitchy at you if you bring it up.
Amazing. Hello, I am Altaria, your local bootleg Altaria. And I'm playing Xalbaer, the big kitty man. Brain broke there. I also forgot a dad fact.
Incredible.
We're doing great.
Doing great.
You have time. We don't officially start until 2 o'clock.
Fair enough. I was just gonna say maybe every now and again he just loafs. Or I guess that's a fact in general. When he sits down, he loafs. Because he's done it a couple times now. I don't know if that counts as dad fact, but...
Guess that's...
Oh.
Yeah.
Am I good to go?
Yep.
Okay. Hi, I'm RJ. I am playing Smaller Catman Decimal Fate. Dad fact. This would be a hell of a lot easier if I remember what the fuck I said last time, because I don't want to repeat, but also my brain is a sieve. Dad fact, he doesn't want to be here in this moment, in this situation, with everyone in the room with him right now.
Can we really blame him?
We're literally forcing him to reveal backstory at gunpoint, aren't we?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, am I next up in the lineup?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, you are.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Do it.
Oh no. Hello everybody, my name is Cryptid, and I'll be playing the Not Catman Projector Head, Lincoln. Bad fact, not entirely relevant, but before being Warlock of the Light, man had an art degree. That's it.
Oh, so, probably in the moments of time that we kind of skipped when Tutu Kid was rambling on, Lincoln might have, mentioned about, I don't know, art styles or something?
Oh yes. And whenever he has a break, he will be sketching in the background.
Hell
Oh.
That is
yeah. Hell
Idle
yeah.
animation.
I love it.
Hey, it's me, Bluejay. I'm in the void today. Sorry. I'm playing Dexion, which doesn't stand for anything anymore because I ran out of jokes. Dad fact. I had one. I don't know why I can't remember it. Lab coat. He died in a lab coat, and because of the way he died, lines kind of got blurred, and he can't take it off now, so he's always wearing that. That's a fact for some of the older Evil Club members. Yes, that's my fact.
Poor Dexion.
Man.
Okay, whomst is it?
D.
It's D time. Not this D. No, wait, no.
So
Hey.
I'm playing Lexa.
Yeah.
And let's see. It is a fact that horseshoe crabs use hemocyanin, which contains copper, and that turns their blood blue.
Is this something Alexa shared out loud?
Yes.
Amazing.
Hell yeah.
This is immaculate.
Perfect.
I finger gun at Luis.
Yes, it's me. I play the baby again. Her name is Olive. I love her. Fun fact, she's always ready for violence.
Oh, that's the end of our lineup at the moment. We will be having our lovely, lovely snail join us when they can. And I don't know if or when Gently will. That will be seen. But,
These are surprise tools to help us later.
maybe a fun dad fact about Roderick that I could give everyone is that in the amount of time that he was not occupying Tutu Kid with Miss Mary Mac, he was actually whittling. Making small, tiny little statues.
Neat.
He was whittling? What kind of statues was he making?
So, looking specifically, the one he seemed to be working on looked a lot like his friend that he left down in the town. You know, no.
You're going to say it was a smaller version of himself.
Oh,
Nope, it's a smaller version of Nom the Monk, the tune he left in town.
I'm not crying. So cute.
It doesn't quite look finished yet, though. Hence why he's still working on it. Anywho, last time we checked in with everyone on the 13th floor and found out how nervous they all were. Except for Olive. And Laura, who's asleep at the moment. Who did indeed woke up and was subsequently put back to sleep. Let's see, what else happened? Sirius was there! And he makes food. And he's actually very good at it. Let's see, Vexis went down to talk to the group, and while that was happening, and Vexis was trying to be at least a little bit of a distraction, Xalbaer attempted to take Alexa into the stairwell to have a conversation, and Decimal snuck in. and then snuck all the way up the stairs and met with the terrifying visage of Naomi at the moment. Who's not very happy with what's going on. Literally snapped at Decimal until he left again after handing him his memory. And there was a race to get to his room before anyone else, and unfortunately for you, Decimal, those doors into the rooms don't lock. And a hermitage in the middle of a rainforest does not have locks. Because why would you expect company in the middle of a rainforest unless you were actually expecting them? So everyone piled into this cozy, really small, clearly handcrafted house. And after some doing, all sat down. And Rosetta, the clear owner of the house, sat at the table and began to speak. She looks around at everyone at the table with a smile, her gaze even extending beyond the table to those who did not fit at the table, because admittedly, there's a lot of people here.
Alexa will choose to stand.
Decimal was sat on the windowsill, if I remember correctly.
And also, if I remember correctly, Lincoln was sitting with Hugh on the couch.
That he is.
And Rosetta smiles and says, "Your paths of darkness and light have led you here, to the Eclipse Cathedral." And outside, there's a crash of lightning, and suddenly rain is pouring down outside. Pretty much, like, setting the scene. Kind of discouraging anyone from going back outside into the pouring rain that is hammering down on the roof. She glances towards Decimal, where he's sitting on the windowsill, before saying, "What do you hope to gain from this experience by being as the jackrabbit? It's the turtle that wins the race. You know that." And from her pocket, she pulls out a deck. And starts shuffling.
Great. Decimal looks displeased.
What did you roll? I want to see. RJ?
Mm-hmm.
What did Decimal roll?
He didn't roll anything.
Oh. Okay, that was my bad. I heard the dice click clack. It's like, what's rolling? What?
Oh, that might have been my keyboard. My bad.
She continues shuffling. Does anyone want to speak up?
A lovely home you have here.
Thank you. Made it myself. She continues to shuffle.
And Alexa just kind of like looks around, like looking for, I guess the they're one of those weird abstract puzzles, just trying to get an idea of what sort of shenaniganery we're in for.
Mm-hmm. So it's a very cozy, very small house. Again, clearly made by hand. There does seem to be a door that seems to lead into a bedroom. One that leads into the kitchen, which Rosetta came out of after Xalbaer came back out and told everyone to sit down. And along the back wall, there seems to be, that recognizable faint outline of a door that hasn't been manifested yet. There's no obvious signs of any sort of puzzle.
Interesting.
So, did you come here to have me read for you?
I wouldn't mind a reading.
She starts dealing out cards, placing them in a very distinctive pattern that, of course, Decimal would recognize. She turns them over one by one. The first card is the monk. Let's see, what's the monk? Jeez, I can read. Serenity, inner strength and self-reliance, supreme confidence, bereft of arrogance. Unsurprising. The second card is the thief. Now, this generator does not give me anything about what the position of the cards is supposed to mean, and that's really frustrating.
What read is it?
There are 5 cards.
Okay, so this is probably a basic cross. So, basic cross, the first card is the subject, the second card is a relevant past detail.
It's the thief. The third card is the paladin.
That's your opposition.
The fourth card is the executioner.
Possible future. Which, not great, because that's a high deck.
Yep. And the fifth card is the mists.
What is it?
The mists.
Which is an ally, friend, or boon. 2 high deck cards, great.
So yeah, the first card makes sense because that kind of describes Alexa anyways. Serenity, inner strength, and self-reliance.
At the sight of the thief card, she just kind of reaches over and rubs it like where her arm's broken off.
Oh.
And Rosetta slowly nods. Yes, that's probably what that card's referring to. It's interesting that your opposition would be the paladin. Just
What does it mean?
Warriors, those who live by a code of honor and integrity.
Well, not all codes and integrity are justified.
Perhaps. But the possible future. of being the imminent death of one rightly or wrongly convicted of crime, false accusations, and unjust prosecution. That is certainly not good, is it?
I wouldn't say it's a great thing, no.
Something to possibly help you. Something unexpected or mysterious that can't be avoided. A great quest or journey that will try one's spirit. That in the form of an ally. And she just gathers the cards back up into the deck and starts shuffling again.
Alexa, roll me a history check really quick.
One moment.
Very funny that was the.
Sorry, just checking my history.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's not great. I'll take
Yeah,
an
I'll do
18.
it.
Yeah.
You remember back in the first time y'all were in the Cathedral and Lincoln and Decimal got by that fucking necromancy wave, and a card fell out of Decimal's pocket? It was the executioner.
Oh, good.
Little callback.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she'll look over to him and just gonna give him a curious look and then look back to the reading. So, how accurate would you say that these typically are?
Well, that depends. It really depends, doesn't it, Decimal? She gives him a smile. Don't know how interconnected this place is. Not very much.
What do you mean by this place?
I mean the cathedral. And there's another crack of thunder outside. And
Oh,
the whole house shudders.
You are very aware of where you are right now. Interesting. Hey Decimal,
Mm-hmm.
you want a healthier?
I have nothing to say to a construct who wears the face of someone else.
Well, technically I am a construct, and you have a lot to say to me.
You're not pretending to be someone else.
Hmm.
She's not real and she knows it. I have words for the actual version. I'm not going to waste them here.
Practice never hurts.
Does anyone else want to speak up?
Xalbaer's taking awkward sips of his tea, like, yup, there's something going on here.
You want your fucking turnabout? Here you go!
Xalbaer's such a nerd.
How about this? Miss, is there anything that you want to say to Decimal?
There's the soft sound of shuffling cards stops. Perhaps my other half, did not say some nice things to you, did she? She's a little high-strung right now. And she starts shuffling again.
Okay.
What did you say, RJ?
Desmond just went, "You're not talking about the real Rosetta, are you?"
I'm not. No. My other half is upstairs.
Hmm.
Why you? Of all of the people it could. Why are you the one that's self?
You cut out, RJ.
God damn it! Internet, please. He went. Why you? Of all the people it could be, why are you the one that's self-aware?
Why me? Well, as I understand it from your memories of her, she's not quite a normal person, is she?
No one in this fucking building is normal. You have to be more specific.
Rude.
Are you
But
going to
also
argue?
fair. He's got a
Exactly.
point.
You know what I mean by not normal. Not on a normal... How do you describe it, you mortals? It's not a word I know.
Um. Oh, it's on the tip of my proverbial tongue. Um.
Roderick
Come
has
on.
no idea. He's just sitting here.
Clairvoyant?
Right, clairvoyance, fate. Everyone but you here. Decimal is a little less tied into fate than she is. Because of that, well, because she's supposed to be someone cryptic, and I'm a little tired.
Did she protect herself from being copied?
It's more of... And Rosetti, or not Rosetti, stops shuffling and places the deck down, gesturing towards Decimal. The only reason why Hugh is essentially the same is because of who Hugh is in your memories. Hugh's just looking back and forth between all these people slowly sipping tea.
He was just sitting here. Everyone in this fucking room is just sitting here.
I love him. We're just like, tea?
She starts shuffling again.
So do you have to ask to get a reading?
No, You can ask me for a reading if you like one. However, I cannot do a reading for you again, Alexa.
Can you do decimals?
Don't.
Why not? If we can't learn anything from you, because it's like pulling teeth, then perhaps we can just have the cards do it.
Fucking, you get just a death glare.
Strangely enough, Rosetta's eyes start to glow and she starts dealing cards. Face down, of course. One after the other.
Decimal kind of just like swears under his breath and then leans forward a bit. I need to roll a d10 for this. Hold on. D10, come here. Okay, that's fine. He pulls out an entire fucking table that just like unfolds itself and has like a tablecloth on it ready to fucking go. And then starts shuffling and dealing cards of his own.
Is he reading for the Cathedral?
Fuck it, yeah.
Amazing! This will
Contesting
go
readings,
well.
baby!
This is incredible.
When they start flicking tarot cards at each other like children, I'm just gonna leave.
Do you want me to throw a card at you? Because I can do that, and I can guarantee it'll hurt.
Oh, there's no need for that right now, is there? And she flips over the first card. Those guided by logic and reasoning. Warns of an overlooked clue or piece of information. The Abjurer. That's your first card. Rather strange, isn't it?
That's what flips over his first card and starts laughing.
What is it? I want to know.
The Nine of Swords, the Torturer, the coming of cruelty or merciless, coming of suffering or merciless cruelty, one who is irredeemably evil or sadistic.
She flips over the second card. The Shepherd. Where's that one?
That's glyphs, I think.
Those who protect others. One who bears a burden far too great to be shouldered alone.
Decimal flips over his second card. What is this? Glyphs.
Dueling fortune tellers, Your Honor.
Dueling fortune tellers.
Hi,
This is a
Snail.
stop. Okay.
So Tutu Kid yawns and stretches. Hey everybody, this is
Yawns, stretches, completely ruins the atmosphere. Hell yeah, Tutu Kid.
Really vanishes from existence as well as the internet cuts out.
So, Snail, Tutu Kid is actually surprise awoken by a crack of thunder and a deluge of rain. It's raining outside.
That was loud. Thank you, make it stop. They sort of like lean in, and that kid is I just woke up way into like Lincoln's chest and just like boo.
Fucking
I like to reach
Oh
over,
my God.
pulling out a pair of your mouse from her hammer space and just put them on him.
Thank you. Decimal flips over his second card. Past detail. The Illusionist. Lies and deceit, grand conspiracy, secret societies, and the presence of a dupe or saboteur.
I feel like he's not reading for the Cathedral, but he's accidentally reading for the bad guy.
Oops!
Accidentally reading for Zayn North, who we all know is the real bad guy.
Oh,
Yeah.
She flips over the third card.
Third card.
The hooded one. Let me find it.
Bigotry, intolerance, and xenophobia. A mysterious presence or newcomer. Seven of Swords. Decimal's third card is also a Swords. It is the Soldier. War and sacrifice, the stamina to endure great hardship.
Unsurprising that that's your opposition. Isn't it? Oh, let's see what the... Oh, let's see what your future is. She turns over the fourth, and it's the Mists.
Well, that's nothing new.
Mysterious as mysterious does. You can't avoid it, you can't escape it.
If I knew my future would have changed by now. Flips over his fourth card. The Avenger! First one of Swords. Justice and revenge for great wrongs. Those on a quest to rid the world of great evil.
Rosette's clawed fingertips pause over the last card for a moment before flipping it over. The Tempter. One who has been compromised or led astray by temptation or foolishness. One who tempts others for evil ends. How close do you keep your enemies? How close do you keep your friends?
Going by how he's kind of kept all these secrets, like she'll just kind of wiggle her eyebrows.
Alexa got the
Where
blood
is
measure for
the
it.
mute button on Alexa's head?
For you to assume it's on her head, I've looked, it's not there.
That was an out of character question, Tutu Kid. Get out of the get back into the cathedral. Get back in the cathedral, get out of the player zone.
No, but it's fun in here now!
Jeez Louise.
Louise isn't here.
D, does Alexa have a mute button on her head?
No, she doesn't, but she's proven to be able to mute herself.
This going. Oh, that's a natural 20. You get a coin pulled from his pocket and nails you right in the middle of your face. Silence from the peanut gallery.
Ow! She rubs the screen.
Lincoln is just sipping his tea, watching this all go down.
That's why I have the coin. I know it hit you, but it's really shiny. Dexion always keeps his coins so shiny, and it's really impressive.
The 80s immediately just hand it to them.
Thank you!
I don't think Tutu Kid would proc this, but it's fake. It is bum money.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's even better. Tutu Kid does not proc this. I will not even roll. Tutu Kid just assumes that Decimal would throw real ass money in order to silence somebody.
By my silence.
For fuck's sake. Son of a bitch. God. Fucking Decimal flips over his last card and it's the 4 of coins. The merchant. A rare commodity or business opportunity or deceitful or dangerous business transactions.
Zab, what do you think of me? Question directed directly at Decimal. She's looking straight at you.
I have to roll a whiz save for this, because he's trying to bite his tongue. Oh, that's a crit fail. Yes! I have a thing written for this. 1 second while I find it.
Yes!
Hell
I'm
yeah!
so excited.
Hell
I'm
yeah!
so excited.
Boy.
Okay, here it is. He pauses over the cards, and then very deliberately picks them up one by one, shuffles them back into the deck, and sets it down. And you can see this deck is handmade, because he sets it down face up. You can see this deck is handmade, very clearly, like, made with care, but there are, like, a few small mistakes. There's some areas where the paint has leached slightly over the line art. There is, like, wear and tear. These cards have been very carefully kept, but, you know, they've been used. And he just and the card on the top is, it is, the ghost. And he doesn't look at her, he doesn't look at anyone, he just stares at this card and he goes, you know, when this moment came, I had so many things I was going to say. Bottles a bit of it, to flay you alive for how you wounded. Once upon a time I would argue that you have hurt me the least of anyone. You left no mark that can be seen, no permanent damage that I must wrestle with. The map of scars that make up my form, you're not even a footnote at the bottom of the... But I was wrong. You were the first person I trusted in this form. You were the first person to whom I gave my battered, shriveled heart, and in your love you cast it aside, hoping to delay the inevitable. No ill intention, no malicious glee, just an already deceased hope that you could stop what I've been redesigned, fled from. And then he does look up at her with just cold, dead eyes and says, was the road to hell a pleasant travel?
I think that earns you 1 riddle. And she taps on the table. She looks at everyone else and goes, what is always in front of you, but can't be seen?
Air!
What an engineer's answer. I love that.
Am I wrong? I'm
No,
very
no.
upfront about these puzzle things. If I'm wrong, you can just ignore me and let the other people get a shot. Each person gets 1 shot, right?
Yes.
Right?
Yes, each person gets 1 shot.
Well, that's my shot. Tutu Kid immediately, like, sits back and is very proud of himself.
By the way, Tutu Kid,
Yeah?
fog is technically air.
Well, yeah, but fog is not always around us. But air always is around us. They said always, not sometimes.
Fair enough.
You can guess fog. You can guess fog if you want. You get a shot. We all have a shot. I'm just going with air because air is always around us, and that was part of the riddle. Tutu Kid is now swinging their legs.
I want to see if Decimal gets this one before I do.
If you're waiting for him to answer, like, he's kind of just, like, frozen I didn't mean to say all of that. God damn it.
Rosetta is not actually looking at Decimal next. Instead, she's looking at Lincoln. Tutu Kid gave their answer. Now it's Lincoln's turn.
But no, I hear that riddle one more time.
She said, "What is always in front of you, but can't be seen?"
Uh, well, you see, I'm not real good with the poetic side.
Oh, you kind of broke up there. Could you repeat what you said?
Dang it. I'm not the best with the poetic side of things. I deal better with things you can see. What's always around you, but you can't see.
Always in front of you, dear.
Always in front of you. My mistake.
That's an important part of the riddle.
Well, I guess the future. I mean, you can kind of see it come around.
And she knocks again, and the outline on the back wall gets a little more solid.
I think you did good! Good job, Lincoln!
I'm gonna be completely honest, that was a complete guess.
But it
Very
was a
good
good
guess.
guess!
Check mark.
Oh.
That's one riddle done.
In progress.
She picks up the cards she had dealt and shuffles them back into her deck. And she looks over at Xalbaer, who's been sitting so quietly.
He's the politest kitty he's ever been in his entire life.
Do you perchance wish to have your future read, Xalbaer?
Sure, why not?
And she starts dealing cards again. And as she hovers her fingers over the first one, she smiles and turns it over. The swashbuckler. One of coins. Those who like money yet give it up freely. Likeable rogues. Likeable rogues and rapscallions.
The politest kitty cat.
She turns the next one over. The wizard. Which one is that? Wizard. Master of Stars. Past detail. Mystery and riddles, the unknown, those who crave magical power and great knowledge. That is very threaded through your past.
Yeah, quite a bit.
Insight on this polite kitty cat.
Yeah.
What's a 16 get me?
Opposition. Altaria, what does a 16 for insight get decimal on Xalbaer?
I was checking my notes and I missed that was on me. Xalbaer.
So valid.
I mean, Xalbaer's kind of chilling. He's interested. He's been paying attention, and so he's got some idea of what's being said. And everything that's being said, he's like, yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. He's not gonna read too deep into it just yet, but you know.
Mm-hmm. She flips over the third card. The Evoker. Magical or supernatural power that can't be controlled. Magic for destructive ends. That is your opposition.
Fair enough. Good enough descriptor.
Go to bed.
Hmm?
Oh, my cat's putting my leg to sleep, so I'm putting her on the bed.
She flips over the next card. The Avenger. Your possible future. Justice and revenge for great wrongs. Those on a quest to rid the world of great evil. And your last card. An ally, a friend, a boon.
Nice!
It's a card with our group on it.
Okay, hang on, really quick. How high would I have to make a sleight of hand roll?
Actually, that was my bad. It's actually a different card.
Wait.
No, wait, I know how to fix the card that you drew. The, next card over is a very messily made group photo, and, use it.
Okay, so the possible future was wrong.
Oh, okay.
I read from the wrong thing. The possible future is actually the Raven.
Oh, whoa. I'm
Christ.
looking out on you.
So, Rosetta looks down and sees the pictures. Apologies. That's not right. Gently takes the picture and sets it aside.
Did you like how I drew Roderick over there? Because he's very important, and I made sure that I got his nice white hair right. Did you see? Did you see the curls?
Good job. And she pats the top of your head, Tutu Kid.
You see, Roderick? I made sure I got your curls.
Tutu Kid is immediately now climbing up Roderick.
Oh no. So I fumbled on my hammer space roll.
Yup.
Oh no.
One moment.
Alright, okay.
I have to find my chart.
I'm here.
Your possible future, the Raven. A hidden source of information, a fortunate turn of events, a secret potential for good.
So my card was right!
Oh gosh. And your last card. Your ally. The artifact. The importance of some physical object that must be obtained, protected, or destroyed at all cost.
Xalbaer, the wheels are just turning, and he's like, you know, makes sense.
Off to the side, Alexa was going for that really stale bag of cookies that we had gotten from the Fox before, just to tide over
Oh my
Tutu Kid.
gosh.
Oh my
And-
gosh.
She pulls out a little tube of lipstick and looks at it for a second, and then quickly puts it back away.
Decimal, are you still with us? She says as she glances over in Decimal's direction.
He is watching intently.
I know you did not intend to say all that to me. Not this version. I don't know how she would feel about it, but the only important part of this is how you feel about it. As that is currently my purpose here.
Want to know how I feel? Impatient, bored, wishing this were over already so we can move on.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
If our memories weren't being bottled, I would tell you it's probably not a good idea to bottle your emotions.
Oh, yes, about that. I've already gotten mine back.
Wait, say what?
What?
Excuse me?
When did that happen? I mean, what? When did
Before I
that
arrived
happen?
here.
Were you going to tell us?
I mean, he
thought
did
it was
just
fairly
tell
obvious,
us.
but
I mean, it's good that he got his back. I mean, now we
I
just
mean,
need to
it's
get
rather
ours.
simple. All you have to do is go up to the 13th floor, get the bottles, and drink them.
Is this with Naomi's knowledge you were there?
Oh, yes. She was the one who gave me it.
To meet a new friend without me?
Who did you think that she was referring to, gesturing at Rosetta, by the other half?
So I might have fallen asleep during that part.
I feel like you need to sleep a little more often.
I'm okay, don't worry. Don't stop worrying. I can see you worrying. Stop it. Stop.
I believe you fail to understand I am constantly worried about just about everything.
Well, then
This
you've
is a
got to stop
constant state of
worrying
anxiety.
even harder. Because you have more worry to get over.
It all just goes into a priority list.
It's a good coping mechanism, not gonna lie.
Alright, so is there another question you want to ask?
She's shuffling again,
Every day I'm shuffling.
quietly, watching Decimal. You know that doesn't work on me. Oh, I'm so bored. She just rolls her eyes.
Well, I'd be less bored if you would stop being so cliché.
I'd stop being so cliche if you just have a real conversation.
Is this not what we are doing now? You are speaking to me, I'm speaking to you, ergo we are conversing.
Not really. You're arguing.
What is an argument but a form of conversation? I would call this more of a debate myself.
Were you two married, or?
No! What the fuck?
I need some details here.
There is a look of clear horror on this guy's face.
The way you two are bickering, it's just...
I always get more like a kid and a parent vibe, like anticipating a child, maybe.
Alexa, you have managed to do the nigh impossible and actually get this man to blush. He is so fucking horrified.
Alexa, you've done it. You accomplished the impossible.
Congratulations!
Well, if you would just explain something, I could avoid, just getting it wrong.
Alexa, what's your armor class?
Oh my god! What are you doing?
It is 16.
That hits. Where's my...
What did you throw?
What's that? Where's the...
Are you stopping Alexa? What is happening?
Oh no. We are all looking.
Gosh.
What is happening?
Okay.
Please share your dice rolls in the
What's
chat.
the
I just, oh god. I just got, oh god. Oh god.
This is your fault.
You take, almost maximum damage. 25 points of magical piercing damage.
Alexa is out instantly. She has a negative constitution modifier.
Decimal, what the actual hell?
So wait, what happens? Like,
Hold
on.
So, Decimal threw a card at you. When it hits you, there's like a red heart burst that like kind of flickers over him. He would heal from this, but because he's at full health, he gets temporary hit points. Not that it fucking matters much, but he's so horrified and offended that he threw a card at you, and you're now on the floor unconscious.
yeah, she just clatters into pieces.
Decimal?
I
Decimal.
didn't mean for that to happen.
You just knocked Alexa unconscious accidentally?
Roderick rises from his feet and goes to Alexa's side and...
Hold on. How's she doing?
You gonna want to do something about this?
Well, there's a card lodged in her face, so that's probably not great.
Lexa, roll a death save.
Yeah, I got it. I'm gonna run out, like, kind of walk over there, and use healing light to get her up. Number of dice. Okay,
She's
when
a
I think
robot. I have mending.
does healing light work on Alexa?
Healing
probably
light
would.
work on Alexa, because Alexa is a tune.
Yes.
Gotcha. All right.
Alexa's not a Warforged. Although healing light works on Warforged, so that's mute.
All right. So I'm pretty sure that I have 4d6 here. So I'm just gonna use all 4d6.
For it.
By the way, I have a max HP of
That is
43.
the worst roll ever. Okay.
Decimal rolled almost max damage on that.
Yeah!
How the heck?
Yeah!
You
I
get
was
9 hit
really
points
embarrassed.
back. I'm gonna gently, like, remove the card and then put his hand on the crack and then use healing light to up.
Mm-hmm.
And then just
Alexa,
work.
you... So, what you see is, as you place your hand there, there's a flash of lightning outside, but it's like the light from the lightning, stays around and is gathering around your hand, and a golden glow seals up the crack a little. And Alexa, you're suddenly on the ground with a very nervous-looking Roderick and Lincoln kind of hovering over you.
You can fix the crack with mending! I got this, don't worry!
I don't think that's going to work.
But I can hear the crack with mend. Yeah, the inside parts might be a little messed up, but I can hear the crack itself.
So how much did I heal?
9.
9 hit points. Because
Okay.
my rolls were terrible.
That's fine. Alexa just kind of like does a little like boot up sound, and you see like the light on her. So as she's down, you actually notice that all of the lights on her went off except for these like the rings around her arm. Here, I'll post another picture of her.
That's funky. The rings around her arm represent the amount of death saves she has left. That's funky.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I'm vibrating.
That's so clever. I love that.
I'm vibrating. That is so cool. It's peak character design. Oh my gosh.
That's incredible.
I love that.
And
So
yeah, you
much.
watched as they were flashing between red and blue.
That's incredible.
That's amazing. Alright,
Roderick
so
just looks back at Decimal.
rule of thumb, real quick, Decimal. When we get embarrassed or flushed, we do not throw a card and almost murder a teammate, okay?
I didn't intend for that to happen.
Okay? We don't throw anything. I know you didn't intend to do
Can
that.
we make it a rule
Nothing.
then not to insinuate that someone's adoptive parent is their wife?
Ooh.
Actually, that's a good point raised in the gallery. Does someone need to roll for things in regards to the spooky scary shit that's currently going on with him?
Yes, roll a whiz
that.
save.
Cool.
Oh no, but also, oh yes.
Ooh, that's not great. It's a 10.
Is that a failure?
Let's see. How many points of corruption do you have?
1.
So, you now have 2.
Cool. Good to
Oh
know.
my
Good to know.
gosh.
Good to know.
Don't like that. Don't like that.
Don't like that at all,
as-
but also
as
really like that.
Everyone is looking at Decimal. You guys notice there's a bit of gold glow in his eyes for a moment.
Can I insight check? Can I check something? What can I?
Stop corrupting my boy. Yes, he's a
Um,
stinky boy, but stop it.
This is his fault for
He's
keeping
ours,
that
thank
armor
you.
on.
Yeah, I know, but still.
And yeah, this makes you more aggressive, doesn't it?
One sec when I pull up the table. Yeah, it does.
Ranky.
Oh, jeez.
That's okay.
I'm losing it.
This
Guys,
is-
I love this game so much. I know that
This is
say that
amazing.
I say this every single session, so people who are listening back like in a row will probably get tired of tired of hearing it, but I'm not tired of saying it. This is the best game.
It's amazing.
Decimal's just collecting all the bad colors in this place.
Look, man. You're the one not helping yourself, I say to Decimal.
So we did see the gold in his eyes. There's more. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do any of us know what
Well,
that means?
there's no the gold hasn't grown. It's just glowing now. But the glow fades as Decimal's not using his abilities.
If you want to go insight, roll ahead. If you want to roll insight, go ahead. Let's get those words in the right order.
Say, would Xalbaer have caught that?
Oh yes, Xalbaer definitely caught that.
Okay.
Oh,
Come on.
I'm giving you advantage, Lincoln.
Thank you. If I keep rolling like this, I might die.
Come on!
I might die.
Oh my God.
Everything. Like, it's just so bad.
This is so sad. Alexa, play Despacito.
Roderick's, that's not an insight, by the way. Roderick, just kind of gets back up from, Alexa, and, up from the floor, and offers a hand to Alexa. Here, let me help you.
If I'm actually gonna just lay down here for a second.
Oh, I have a protocol for this! Tutu Kid sits their butt down and then lays back with the arms splayed. It looks like, now we're just chilling!
Gods.
Wait, what happened?
So, Tutu Kid got down on the ground and lays down and spreads their arms out to their side and goes, no, we're just chilling.
So instead of it looking like Alexa being weak and everybody else standing up, now it looks like Alexa is just chilling with Tutu Kid.
Everyone who rolled above a 15, for insight, there's this almost stricken look on his face. He did not mean to do that. He's not sure quite why he did it.
And Alexa just kind
You're
of.
making me fucking tear up! I can't believe this!
Oh.
Alexa will just kind of like prop herself up on the broken arm and kind of push herself up a little bit. And she'll say, no, that was my bad.
It's what?
Decimal. You need to get a handle on yourself. It's okay. You just need to calm down, alright?
He's gonna pick his cards back up and start shuffling.
Yeah, Roderick may not have like gotten the insight, but like also a normal stable person does not throw cards that do that much damage at their allies.
Yeah. Like you can tell. You've been around him long enough by this point. You can tell this is like a self-soothing motion. He is trying to remain calm. Get back his chill.
Yes, that 21 deception. Roderick is going to look back down to Alexa and go, "You sure you're alright?"
No. I'm just... Honestly, if there's just a problem that you have with me, there is a button on my back. Just, just turns me off,
No, we don't. We don't negotiate with terrorists here. No. If you push the button, I'm gonna push it right back and turn Alexa right back on.
Oh, that's gonna get disorienting.
Decimal fucking puts his head in one of his
off.
hands, just like, no, you're fine. Just don't say that again.
And
I'm
she
gonna say
just
it again.
nods.
If you push the button on Alexa's back, then I'm gonna push it right back
No,
and turn her on.
Tutu Kid.
Huh?
That's not what he meant.
Oh. Well, I don't remember what else was said, so you're just gonna have to deal with that one.
Let's
His
just
head
get
is in
something.
both of his hands now.
Let's just get something straight here. Mistakes were made, but everything turned out okay in the end. All right. And we won't make the same mistakes again.
Of course, I've already forgiven.
Alright. And we can sit here a little while if that's what you want.
Honestly,
Right.
I'd like to get my memories back.
Alright. Then we push on.
Give us the next riddles. Fuck out of here.
Well, for that little demonstration. What can't talk, but will reply when spoken to?
Say, wait, you cut out a little bit.
What can't talk, but will reply when spoken to?
Wait, I think I know this one.
An echo.
Correct. And there's a as like a doorknob appears on the door that is forming in the back.
One step closer.
Lincoln, would you like your future read?
Nobody else is doing it, so I don't see why not. I'm gonna walk over to the table.
She shuffles for a bit and then deals the cards face down. Subject. And the first one she turns over is the tax collector. And she wrinkles her eyebrows together, looking at the card and looking up at Lincoln, looking down at the card again. Corruption. Honesty in an otherwise corrupt government or organization. No, that one.
I'm confused.
A little bit. Although it may be the honesty that calls to you.
Well, I do like being honest, so.
She reaches
Not
over.
so sure about the corrupt part.
She reaches over and turns over the next one. Oh, this makes sense. A little too much. The relevant past detail is the traitor. Betrayal by someone close and trusted. A weakening or loss of faith. It is the first part of this that applies most to you.
I think Lincoln just kind of looks at the card and his. What part of his face that does emote kind of pale in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Now to your opposition. She turns over the card. The Berserker. The brutal and barbaric side of warfare. Bloodlust. Those with a bestial nature. Sifting through a few memories, I know. I can think of a few ideas. And she glances towards Xalbaer for a moment.
Oop.
Xalbaer, can't you?
Can't I what?
Think of a few ideas as to who that might be. She, go ahead.
I missed the sentence that was being said before you addressed Xalbaer.
Oh, she said, the brutal and barbaric side of warfare, bloodlust, those with bestial nature. Sifting through a few memories, I can think of someone who that might be. Don't you, Xalbaer? And that's a jab about one of the people Xalbaer knows, who's not here.
We are observing.
Yeah, I'm sure I can think of a few.
The next, your possible future. Innocent. The innocent, a being of great importance whose life is in danger, who might be helpless or simply unaware of the peril. That is your possible future, Lincoln. Perhaps someone you might need to save. Your ally. Your boon. The beast. Great rage or passion. Something bestial or malevolent hiding in plain sight or lurking just below the surface. I can think of a few different people this could be.
Thank you for this very pleasant card reading. And prime to my very soul. Very kind of you.
Don't worry, Lincoln. It's our little secret. Nobody will tell. Because if they do tell, then we'll just tell about the other card reading and expose their very soul. Right, guys?
Tutu Kid places their hand firmly on their hips.
She looks over at Decimal and says, "Would you like to do a reading?"
Who for?
Well, I've done a reading for you, for Xalbaer, for Lincoln, for Alexa. There are 2 others left who have not had their fortunes told.
He watches her for a moment and then turns to face you and starts putting cards down on the table.
Hugh looks at the cards and looks up at Decimal and goes, Rosetta, I already read my future before you got here.
Doesn't matter, I'm doing it again.
Doing it better.
Fuck your card reading. I'm doing it now.
You asked me for readings. I'm giving you a reading.
Rosetta seems amused.
Yeah, that's what I fucking thought you'd say. Okay.
Oh.
Cool. Alright. So, first card. Flip it over. It is the Master of Glyphs, the Priest. Enlightenment, those who follow a deity, a system of rules, or a higher purpose. Past detail, flips that card over. Brave coins. Again. Oh, another different one. The Trader. Commerce, smuggling black markets, fair and equitable trades.
Hugh sits quietly. He replaced on top of its little tiny plate.
Opposition. The Myrmidon. Great heroes, sudden reversal of fate, triumph of the underdog over mighty enemy. Flips the next card over, pauses. This is a high deck. I gotta figure out which one this fucking is. Clubs. Jesus. It's the Beast. Great rage or passion, something of bestial, malevolent, hiding in plain sight, or lurking just below the surface. Final card. Ally, Master of Stars is the wizard again.
Well, looks like he's off to see the wizard.
The wonderful Wizard of Oz?
Well, you see, I am a wizard, and, let's not talk about that.
Well,
No, I was
Decimal, you forgot a very important, super duper important card.
And Tutu Kid smacks the handmade card that they made again, which does feature Decimal on top of the ally boon. And they're like,
Because you're their friend too, which means they're our friend, which means that we're gonna help them. Mr. Fluffy might be too busy doing science, but if he can, I'm sure he would also help you, Mr. Wizard Guy.
Well, if you're looking for my card specifically, and he quickly searches through the deck and he pulls out the Seer.
Mm-hmm.
Well, when you've got this many friends, frankly, nothing is impossible. So you're gonna be just fine, Mr. Wizard Man. What's his name again?
Well, actually, that reminds me. What card got pulled out of Lex's face?
Oh, just a blank cardstock card.
Oh,
Decimal
okay.
doesn't use his fucking Taroka cards as ammunition. My god.
It's an
It
ace
felt like
card.
that would be more personal.
It's an ace card.
Yeah, it's the fucking Ace of Spades.
Yup.
Decimal, what's Mr. Wizard's man name again?
You.
Hugh! Yeah, Hugh, you've got so many people that are helping you. You don't have to worry about a single thing.
Tutu is like repeatedly patting the now 3-card stack of ally friended boon.
Gosh.
How did you draw these so quickly?
Never underestimate the speed at which a child can draw.
I technically only drew the one.
These other 3, Tutu pulls out 3 other, like, it's card stock size, so it's not the exact size of a Terracocker card, but it is similar enough you could be, that they can, like, slam it down. These are the ones I drew while we were on the drive, on the journey. See, here's Mr. Fluffy, and here's Mr. Blue, and over here we have the guy that tried to but wasn't really effective because anytime we asked questions they didn't know the answer to, and
I feel like this is a good time to go to break. Gosh.
Beautiful.
I love that Tutu Kid has adopted Dexion and Xalbaer.
oh yeah. Tutu Kid has adopted everybody in this tower. It's just a matter of when they realize it.
No.
Bohemia.
Okay, everyone get water and stuff. We're gonna take a break from Decimal's room, too.
Yeah!
We need to check up on a very certain 13th floor.
I love you guys so much.
By the way, the only part that was scripted was the very first thing Rosetta said, and then she decided, as in she, I mean the Eclipse Cathedral decided, nah. I'm tired.
Yeah, that tracks. That tracks.
I don't
She chose
wanna...
violence today, and we respect that.
She was just like, I don't really want to talk in riddles like this one is supposed to. And she's already clairvoyant anyways, so I might as well just use her to actually speak.
If
I know it.
oops, sorry, go for it.
I was just gonna say, I know I've already said it, but I love this game. Please continue.
I was gonna say if the only damage I take from being in the cathedral at all comes from friendly fire.
Yeah.
I genuinely, I was rolling the sneak attack damage from that, and I was just like, oh no, oh no, oh no, because I just kept getting sixes.
Did you add the dish? Oh wait, there isn't any additional stuff there. Never mind.
Not on that one, no.
Yeah.
He rolled a 3 on the D4, which is the heart's effect.
Mhm.
If he gets a 1, he can do blades. If he gets a 4, he can choose to do blades.
But no, there's no additional necrotic damage.
No, not
Not
yet.
quite
Not yet.
Oh, the second I heard 20 something, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going down here.
What about necrotic damage? Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
I'm fairly concerned.
If I had a nickel for every rogue that I have played in a tabletop RPG who's picked up a cursed item that deals extra necrotic damage and is slowly being corrupted by it, I'd have 2 nickels! Which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it's happened twice.
I can't believe you've done this.
Gosh.
Hell, if I take out the fucking extra necrotic damage clause, I'd have 3 nickels, but one of those was intentional.
One?
Yes. I play the fucking dark choco cookie XP in Bash.
I love you guys.
Hex, I don't know how many nickels is in a quarter. I'm not American. 5, okay.
Let's see. I feel like I need...
Everything happens so fucking much.
Yeah. Bluejay, wonderful Bluejay, are you here? Are you back? I'll take that as a no.
Single one of us is a heathen. I mean, Lewis isn't wrong.
Hey, be wild, welcome to the Nickel Club.
I love Alexa's alternate fact.
Guys, I love D&D. And I love Toonkind D&D. And, like, I know the announcement went out, so there's a lot of uncertainty, but I just want to reassure you guys that this is not going to go away. It's just going to change. And change is weird and feels bad, but it's gonna stay really good. And it's just resettling.
Guys, if I had threatened to bring Kingdom Hearts to Toonkind, and I will not stop. I will not be stopped. You cannot stop me. This only makes me go faster.
This only makes them more powerful. Oh no!
I am becoming more powerful. I am the darkness and I am growing.
I love it. I love it. It makes me so happy. I just need to say that. I love playing with you guys, and don't think for a second you guys are gonna be free of me because things are changing. I'm going to infect all of you.
Fuck yeah.
Everybody will be in at least a one-shot. Everyone! If not more. Probably more. Let's be real. It's just gonna take time because I am a slow bean.
You be like that? I'm scrolling back through Bash, and every so often in the RP chat, there's just, I was gonna apologize for being away, but fuck, shit sure did happen, huh?
The video isn't working for me. Oh my god. I'm going to fight you, actually. He has been canceled.
What?
I hate you all, actually. I'm quitting.
Got him.
I can't take this.
Yu-Gi-Oh! This is where I am in the coconut gallery. It's time to duel.
I'm about to send not Rosetta to the fucking Shadow Zone.
Man, that would be very dangerous if she went to the Shadow Realm. Because there is a Shadow Realm here.
It was Lincoln who cast the spell to heal,
Yes.
by the way?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
We
He's-
need to rest really badly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, all of you are warlocks, never mind.
I'm a rogue, actually.
I'm giving somebody spider climb.
But the cleric is,
I've used more
not
than a
close to it.
cantrip.
I think this
What's
is
that
the
funky warlock healing?
I think this is the first time I've used something.
We've just been having so much fun. We've forgotten about using our resources.
Exactly. I've got so many warlock spells I want to try out in combat.
Well, I'm sure Heart will inevitably give us plenty of combat. It's just give it time.
You know, there was originally this room would have had combat in it, but then I was like, no, fuck you. Conversation be upon ye.
I mean, that is what takes this room from a room to actually lancing Decimal through and through, is the fact that he can't get through this with violence. He has to talk through it.
He can't speed run it.
Yeah, he cannot speed run it because it's Rosetta who decides when you move on. Literally.
AKA the Cathedral Cthulhu. The Cathedral is like, you will take your therapy and you'll fucking like it.
Literally.
The Decimal says, no, I need to lash out.
The Cathedral said, do you have any idea how long you've been a thorn in my side, bitch boy? Whoa, therapy be upon ye.
No, he's fucking pissed. True. I'm loving all the pets being put in chat, by the way.
It's very good. Do not stop. Do not stop.
Okay, since Bluejay is here, we're going to do a little thing on the 13th floor.
Alright, everybody who's part of the climb gang, shut up!
Wait.
So, Luis, do you want to do a little bit?
Oh, gods.
Hi, we're going to pan up to the 13th floor, specifically to a very long room, where you and Sirius have been, doing some training exercises for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Yeah?
since you, for all of your life, because you are very young, for all of your life, you've been doing training exercises with this man. Usually he puts his heart into it. He's not putting his heart into it today.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
That's a great question to ask to the little tune who does not feel. I guess she's just kind of looking at him and cocking her head on the side, but she's not going to ask any questions.
Okay, you're just gonna continue to do training exercises with him?
Yep, she is just like that.
Olive, well, this might as well happen.
This is Olive's life for you.
Okay. So with that little view of just Sirius and Olive practicing with Olive using her weapon, we go to Dexion in the control room, who has just heard the door close after Destiny left.
Okay, I have an important question. Does he have a chair?
Yeah, there's a single chair in that room.
Okay, cool.
Because I imagine Dexion moved it in there. I'm gonna be real with you, Chief.
Yeah, otherwise he's been, like, sitting there for several hours. Fuck.
What you doing? On the monitors, you can see Decimal racing down the staircase. And then
cool.
everyone following him into his room.
Yeah, so at this point, he's kind of letting himself, quote-unquote, relax, now that they're doing other things. Except it is not relaxing, because he just starts thinking about other things that he needs to be thinking about, which are very concerning, and has a very, very, very small mental breakdown just right there. And then he gets up and he's like, alright, time to do something else. And, first he's gonna head over to the bathroom.
Okay.
And,
so, the bathroom is... So, Dexion, you walk through the 13th floor, and... Let's see, the control room, yep. And you open the door to the long hall, which is how you get to the lab and the bathroom. And Sirius and Olive are a little locked in somewhat of a strength contest. Luis, roll me strength.
Cool, great. Olives, what is your strength, my sweetheart? Just straight strength?
Athletics.
Okay, cool, thanks. That is a 10.
Yep. Hold on.
10.
So, yeah. They have the same athletics score. I don't know what to tell you. Sirius, Dexion, as you walk in, you see Sirius, immediately shove, Olive, back.
Olive is dead.
No, it's... So...
You killed her.
Sirius shoves Olive back and very efficiently disarms her. And her axe clatters to the ground. And he's like, okay, do you know, can the dogs in the walls of the cathedral stop barking? Sirius points with a wooden... Yeah, the hair's barking. So...
Don't even worry about it, it's fine.
It's fine. Sirius takes the wooden sword he was using and points towards the axe and steps away. Do you know what you did wrong there?
No.
So the thing is you are gripping your axe a little wrong. You might want to rearrange your grip so it's a little harder to do that. I can show you if you pick your axe back up.
She takes a little second to process before just doing a little nod and like trotting to get her axe back. I need to remind everyone that this axe is like 3 times our size.
You know, like you do.
As one does.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Dexion.
Walking faster, does not care. Has things to do.
Sirius looks at you and goes, "Oh, where are you going?"
Dropping something off.
If you're going any lower, be careful. In the cathedral.
Of what?
He just kind of looks at you like, what do you mean of what?
They're out of the way, it's fine.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to the bathroom to put back the thing that I said I wouldn't give back. I'm giving it back because he doesn't want it anymore.
Okay, so you open the secret door, you go into the hall. You know that the room to your direct left is the one that the hair is in. The bathroom is at the end of the hall. You know Laura is probably still sleeping in her tube. In the next room over from the hair's room.
He wants to check to make sure she's still sleeping, but he also doesn't want to deal with the consequences of if she's not still sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna roll a D2. It's walking past.
Walking past.
That's someone else's problem.
So Olive, as you pick up your axe, Sirius starts showing you how to hold it a little better, and the door closes behind Dexion. Dexion, you're in the bathroom.
Cool. I gotta... It's muffled. Dang, okay. Pulls out the bronze polisher.
Yup.
And what was it in the cabinet? I don't remember, but he puts it in the cabinet.
Yep. That is actually where it was. So good job. You remembered where it came from.
Nice. I'm winning. Now he's gonna go back to the control room because I forgot to do the important part of the thing.
Okay, you go back through. Luis, roll another strength check, this time with advantage. As in athletics.
Okay. With athletics? Okay, athletics.
Yeah.
Boop.
Oh.
Okay, that's better.
Yeah. So this time, instead of Sirius disarming you, you push Sirius back, and he kind of slides back a couple of inches. And he goes, "Good. Let's try that again." You know, because practice makes perfect.
Yep. She just nods, but you can do a perception check if you want.
Nah, we only need one. So, Dexion, you pass back through, and yeah, that's what you see.
That's cool, I guess.
Oh my god.
And now you're back in the control room again.
Yeah.
What,
Um.
what an interaction. I love this.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine. You're like a real family.
So he's gonna shift some rooms around.
Mhm. When you're done, there's a ka-chunk click, ka-chunk click, ka-chunk click.
Okay. And now he's going to the secret staircase.
Okay. So you open the door that leads towards the secret staircase, and Naomi is there at the wall, kind of fuming.
Yeah. If she's not gonna say anything, he's gonna just pass.
She looks at you and watches as you pass, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay, he'll stare back.
Oh my
Like
God.
starts walking backwards. Maintains eye contact.
Why are you staring at me?
Why are you staring at me?
Because you're walking through here. What are you doing?
Going to take care of my own memory room.
She kind of
Isn't that
narrows
helpful?
her eyes. Do what you want. And she's not going to say anything more. Go back to what she's doing.
Okay, interaction win. So
You
he turns around and just heads down.
You step into Naomi's room, and there sitting on the couch is Valence.
Okay, again, Valence is gonna have to say something to engage in a conversation.
Valence looks up as you pass, and he's gonna go, Dexion, where are you going?
I'm taking care of something.
Do you want help?
No, I think it's better if I did this by myself.
He
Can you
slowly
keep an eye on
nods.
things up here?
Yeah, I can do that. What specifically?
Oh boy, there's a lot. Make sure that Laura doesn't wake up.
Who's Laura again?
The blonde one. She's currently in... I don't know what it is.
The hidden hallway?
Is it in the hidden hallway? That is the hidden hallway. Yes, in the flower-shaped container thing.
He nods. and starts getting up to his feet.
Sirius and Olive are sparring over there as well, so if you want to avoid them.
I'll just move really fast and not make eye contact. He learns well, doesn't he? And Valence starts heading back the way you came.
Alright. Time to head out.
So, as planned, you go down one level, and then you walk through the door. There waiting for you is a door. With a sign on it. Sign hanging from the door. And it's one of the lab signs that Vexis made.
Is it the lab rules, rule number 1, never lick the spoon?
Yes.
Rule number... Okay.
Set of very familiar lab rules hanging on the door.
That doesn't seem appropriate here. Well. Oh dang, I should've taken Snare with me, whoops. Yeah, he's just gonna go in the door, I guess.
Okay. You walk into the door, and you see a room that the room beyond is filled with books. Shelves and shelves and shelves of books on each of the 5 levels of this room. You enter among the stacks and notice that, like it was when you last went here, the library is circular. But unlike when you were here last time, there's no visible way up. Standing near the circulation desk is Vexis. In his old lab coat, his tail's twitching back and forth. He seems to be reading something laying on the circulation desk. And standing right next to him is Olive.
Wow, cool. Totally didn't see this one coming.
And now we're going to leave you there.
Nice.
Because I love my cliffhangers. And we're going to go back to Decimal's room.
Whoops! Uh-oh! Uh-oh!
Tutu Kid was explaining something, and Rosettai just knocks on the table to try to get Tutu Kid's attention.
Oh, don't worry. I also made you a card while you guys were talking, so here's your card right here.
You can see this one is perhaps the most hastily scribbled of all.
Tutu Kid.
Huh?
Would you like your future read?
Ooh! Does anyone want to make an insight check?
Yes.
I'll give you guys just a second. Fucking Decimal! What do you... This is what he does!
Be glad that he doesn't have the brooch that Hugh does, and that he got the spades brooch instead. So that was an advantage on this.
That was a dirty 23 for people who are listening in the future. That's why I was so... Wow.
Oh, Xalbaer!
Yeah, that sort of makes
Yeah.
sense for Xalbaer. A nat 1 does make sense for the guy who has been deemed Mr. Fluffy by Tutu Kid and then not sought to know them better.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I'm gonna say everybody who rolled under a 13. You guys see Tutu Kid like get really excited and then think for a second. Everybody who rolled over a 13, you see Tutu Kid get really excited and then get really nervous. And Tutu Kid is not known for like masking their emotions a lot, but thinking on them actually looks quite a bit like them retreating inwards and getting nervous. So that's why it's possible, even for y'all who know Tutu Kid pretty well, to have missed it. But in the end, they sort of like look back at Decimal, who they've seen act pretty wild for the past couple minutes, and they say, yes, as long as I get to sit in Decimal's chair with him still in it. And then they look over at Decimal.
I'm sat on the windowsill?
Well, yes, but the
sit on the
windowsill...
windowsill if you want.
Yeah, the windowsill is your chair, because that's where you're sitting. It's your special chair for you. I want to sit on your lap!
No.
Can I sit by you on the windowsill?
Is the windowsill big enough for that?
Yes.
He will
But-
scoot over to make room.
But only
I
Tutu
accept
Kid
this-
or Hugh would have been able to sit. Also.
Yeah, because short.
Because they're
I
small. Sorry.
Very small. No, you're good. I accept this compromise. Tutu Kid sort of like trots over, like folds their tutu under them, which is not how a tutu is supposed to be used. But from the way that the tutu easily folds, you can see that Tutu Kid has done a lot of wild shit in this tutu. This tutu will just do whatever Tutu Kid wants. So they have the tutu like under them, but then it's like splayed out and then over them, and they're like, okay, go.
And Rosetta, who had been shuffling while Tutu Kid had rambled, deals 5 cards. And she flips up the first one. You, the subject, the soldier. Let me find the definition for that.
Take your time, Mrs. Meow Meow. What was her name again?
Rosetta.
Mrs. Rosetta, you can take as much time as you want. I know that the card stuff is hard because Decimal does it and he makes it look easy, but I tried myself with some cards that I borrowed, and it was really hard. So you can take as much time as you need. I did give them back, so it wasn't really stealing.
This card represents war and sacrifice, and the stamina to endure great hardship. Your next card, the relevant past detail, is the swashbuckler. I pulled that one earlier, but I don't quite remember. Out of character, I don't quite remember what it does.
It was Xalbaer's. It's where'd it go?
Those who like
Those who
money
like
but give it up
money.
freely. Level Rose Brazilians.
Your relevant past detail, those who like money, who give it up freely, the likable rogues and rapscallions. Then she hovers over the third card and turns it over. Your opposition, the Arcanist. Anarchist. The Anarchist. Not the Arcanist, the Anarchist. A fundamental change brought on by one whose beliefs are being put to the test. Your fourth card, the Ghost. This is your possible future. Strange that your possible future is the looming past. The return of an old enemy. Or the discovery of a secret buried long, long ago. She flips up the last card and goes, your ally, your boon, your friend, the beast.
Tutu Kid is notably quiet.
Wow. You want to tell me what's behind that, Quiet?
How can you roll a 19 plus 9? Seriously. Give me a second to reread over the stuff. Let's see.
By the by, Roderick got a nat 20. On his insight, which is 21.
You tiny child!
Everybody looked.
19s and a natural 20.
Everybody looked at this child and said, "Tell me your fucking secrets." Okay. So, at the beginning, when the first card was flipped, the soldier wore in sacrifice, the stamina to endure. God fucking damn it, Lincoln 2.
Yeah.
Yup.
Everybody turned to this child and said, "Tell me your secrets."
Tell us. No.
Okay, I'm just gonna go through this whole card reading then. Congrats, this is what you signed up for. The first card that was turned, the soldier wore in sacrifice. Tutu Kid looked extremely confused because the subject is the self, and they definitely don't think or feel like the soldier. When the relevant past detail was flipped, everybody saw them like swallow, and like their eyes, you know the way the eyes, I think it's like up to the right, there's a specific direction your eyes look when you're trying to remember something rather than trying to think of something to say. Their eyes looked in the vague direction that they're trying to remember something, and when they looked back at the card, they sort of just stared at the card as if they couldn't remember the detail they were looking for, and they look honestly pretty distraught. Since all of you could see the emotions on their face, they look really distraught at whatever it was they couldn't remember. At the opposition, their face really kind of scrungied up, sort of like, I don't want that. That doesn't sound fun, and I like fun. But there doesn't seem to be, like, anything specific that they're revealing. They're just sort of like, no, I don't want it. With the ghost, they, like, initially beam, and they sort of, like, lean forward and look, and then they sort of, like, when it doesn't turn out to be, let's just say, looking like they expect it to be, because it's a normal Terracocra set and not, like, individualized to each person. But upon the explanation, they definitely sort of, like, sink back into thought and sort of just think. But upon the ally, friend, and boon, they actually perk up a bit again, which is interesting, because you wouldn't think that that's something that you would perk up for being your friend, but they actually don't seem displeased with the ally, friend, boon being the beast. And then afterwards, they sort of definitely just, like, sit lost in thought, to the point that they actually don't notice that everybody is looking at them now. And that is That is where they're sitting still. And I'm going to put this into my character description because no way am I giving up free lore like that. It's fine, don't worry about it. I can sense you're worrying. Why are you worrying? Tutu Kid specifically told Alexa not to worry about anything.
Roderick looks away from Tutu Kid and looks back at Rosetta and goes, "Alright, don't we get to the final riddle now?" She says, "No, there's one last. But I cannot do this one myself."
Hey, why don't we let me try?
No.
Yeah, you were getting a look from Decimal at that.
It was worth a shot. It was worth a shot.
It was.
Rosetta immediately sweeps up her cards and they disappear, presumably into her hammer space, and she looks over at Decimal.
Okay. Remind me, because my brain is a sieve. Who is it that's left?
Roderick.
Roderick, okay.
Yeah, Roderick has not gotten his future read. And that's the reason why she can't do it. Because I'm not reading something from my own character.
Yeah. Okay. He, like, sighs, but pulls out his own cards, shuffles them, and then... Oh, that's not great. That's a lot of high deck cards.
Wow, way to just shoot Roderick through the heart like that!
Oh, that's really not great. Okay.
I called this when I made a joke earlier.
Wow,
can't
I
believe
know
you've done
exactly which one of these, which card one of these is, these high deck cards. Cause that's him, baby. So... Jesus. The
Let's see.
There we go. Okay. First card. First card. This is the 8 of Swords. He flips the card, looks at it, and then looks up at Roderick.
Roderick did not turn around and is not turning around. He's just very calmly sitting at the table after he had sat down from, getting up and checking up on Alexa.
The dictate. All that is wrong with the government and leadership, those who rule through fear and violence. That's your subject card.
Isn't Roderick? Roderick is much nicer than that.
Subject of the next card. The Druid. Relevant past detail. The ambivalence and cruelty of nature, and those who feel drawn to it in a turmoil.
Inner turmoil seems to check out.
Yep.
Don't be rude! Tutu Kid hops up from the windowsill and crawls into Roderick's lap, hugging him firmly and glaring daggers at everybody making commentary.
I'm not wrong here.
I never said you were wrong! I said you were rude!
Tutu Kid. Let him finish. Let him finish.
He flips over the next card, holds it, picks it up, goes to flip it over, and just kind of holds it and looks at it, and is like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. Drops it on the table as the fucking seer. AKA
Opposition
the card that he had said was his card earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Inspiration and keen intellect, or a future event, the outcome of which will hinge on a clever mind.
That's his opposition card?
That's the opposition.
Should have been
Possible
my
future.
opposition card.
He just stops, looks at you, and there is
Oh, no, that was out of character.
unimpressed. Okay. Possible future. The ghost. The looming past, the return of an old enemy or discovery of a secret buried long ago. An ally, friend, or boon. He flips this one over and snorts. The marionette. The presence of a spy or minion of some greater power. An encounter with a puppet or an underling.
Alexa does just kind of look over at Xalbaer for that.
Oh my
Xalbaer
god.
will just look back and be like, nah.
Oh shit. That was also fucking insight to fucking see through that. I assume that was a deception check.
Oh yeah, that was a deception check. Roderick is very uncomfortable having his future read. And at the first card you talk about, you it's almost like you could see his skin crawl. And he very calmly turns to Rosetta and goes, "Alright, my future's been read. Are you satisfied? Can we get on with this, please?" And Rosetta goes, "Can we?" And she looks over towards Decimal.
Well, I don't know why you're fucking asking me. You're the one who controlled the room.
It's your room, after all.
And you're the fucking building.
If you got me, you want to share me. If you share me, you haven't kept me. What am I?
A secret. Heard that one before.
Yes. And knock, knock, knock. The door in the back of the room is now solid. And Roderick immediately picks Tutu Kid up, stands up, and starts walking over to the door.
I'm following.
Yep.
Everybody who initially, when I asked y'all to rolled over a 13, y'all see Tutu Kid, like, open their mouth and like, wave at Rosetai, and then as Roderick keeps moving, you see them, like, think, consider, and then they actually close their mouth and just wave at Rosetai. A decision was made, and they decided not to say something, which is very rare for them.
Tutu Kid okay? I mean, no, but still.
It does...
Go ahead.
Go for it.
Go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, Alexa takes a bit to, like, actually get herself to her feet, but she doesn't say anything.
Mm-hmm.
Xalbaer is waiting for everyone else to leave.
Okay. Roderick is going to leave through the door first. Because he got up and he did not stop. Not even to wave. Or say goodbye. He just left.
Alexa will turn and thank the I guess the Cathedral for the insight, I suppose. I'm sorry that could have gone better.
Could it have though?
I mean, while the future is malleable, the past is kind of set.
That's what they keep telling me.
And she'll kind of limp over to the... She doesn't have, like... So her body is still, like, in full functionality. It's just she feels like she has less control of it as her health gets lower.
Mm-hmm.
Real quick, because I realized that I have actually 2 more d6, Lincoln is going to kind of like at Alexa's shoulder and give her 4 more hit points.
She'll look at him and say, "Oh, don't worry about me. I got this."
What's your passive perception, Alexa?
It is... Could be 15? Oh, no, perception.
Passive perception.
12.
Fuck, dude, you have no idea how, but in your hand, you've suddenly got a healing potion. Because I think a 20-9 beats a 12. I'm not quite sure, though.
I think it might.
Oh,
Are you sure, though? We might need to double check the rules.
might need to-
No,
Check
let's
out the
just-
hammer space.
Check
It's
the
just-
math.
It's just a basic bitch
I'm
2d4
sure
plus
it's
2.
what it is. Wow.
And she will look at it and be like, "Did I pull this out?" And then just put it back in her hammer space, thinking it's the one she's always had.
Marked out an extra basic bitch healing potion then.
Yeah, she's got one of these. It's not for her.
And now she has another.
Oh my gosh.
So Lincoln, do you leave first after Roderick, or does Alexa?
Let's see your do. Who do you think would have left first?
Well, Alexa stopped to like say her piece and then would go. I don't know if you're waiting for longer.
Yeah, I think Lincoln would have left first after Roderick then.
Okay. And Alexa, decimal. Did
We'll
you
look at this,
leave before Alexa?
I think he turned to leave and then heard Alexa not following, so paused to wait.
Mm-hmm.
And at the door, Alexa will turn, look at Xalbaer. You coming?
Yeah. And Xalbaer will unloaf and just kind of swish his tail a couple of times, and then turn to Rossetti.
Rossetti. Mm-hmm.
And say, "Thank you for the insight. Is there anything further I should know, or anything to pass on to anyone?"
I'll say it's a shame that my other caretaker didn't come in here with you, but I understand why.
Yeah, he's the doctor is having a moment.
Mm-hmm.
I would apologize for him, but he knows how to do that himself when he decides to.
Mm-hmm. It's not a apology I was looking for. It was rather...
It's complicated, guys.
Missed opportunity.
Yes.
Understood. Thank you for the tea and your time.
Of course.
And Xalbaer will do like a little like half bow, I guess, like a lean forward kind of thing, and then follow the rest out.
She just kind of inclines her head, and Hugh raises his hand and goes, bye!
Oh yeah, you're here.
Say goodbye, Hugh.
I can't believe that Tutu Kid of all people is gonna give you guys politeness lessons. No, they're not manners lessons because Tutu Kid does not have manners, but basic politeness.
Morsky is fucking fuming in the chat. Also, I don't know why you're expecting politeness from fucking Decimal of all people.
Yeah, Decimal, who immediately one-shot Alexa.
Didn't mean to! Be glad it wasn't a 1 that you rolled on the d4.
So?
Alexa will just, once everyone's through, just nod her head and shut the door.
As you guys all pile through, the room beyond Decimal, in the corner of the room, you see a... Were they red audio at that point, when they got a really high stealth?
Yeah, they didn't change their color. That was Ducky.
Okay, so you see a short red tune in some kind of Japanese traditional clothing that seems to be kind of glitching in and out of the wall before they disappear.
Make the Gmod sound effect when something clips into another object.
Yes. And yes, Bluejay, this is canon. Because the Lucifer Travels crew is in the Uncanny Valley.
Horrible.
This is incredible.
I think you mean wonderful.
Yeah.
Anyways, I got to say that because Decimal's passive is really high.
Yeah, it's a fucking 19.
Didn't Cat show up too?
Cat showed up upstairs. Where Vexis is. Anyways, beyond that, the room beyond is actually different. There is a staircase going up, and the left wall has a staircase going down.
Well, we want to head up, don't we?
Have we just clipped into the back way?
What? What are you
Well, we could go.
talking
We could
about?
go into the back area.
I think we'd rather. I
Well,
assume
do we-
none of the rest of you want to lose more memories.
Well, Tutu Kid and Roderick still need to go in their rooms.
Well, yes, we can take the back way up a single floor and step back out.
Ah, fair enough.
Do we know what floor we're on?
9?
The 10th floor.
Ah, dang it, I was one off.
I have
I
the
do-
floors listed. One second.
So Nightmare
Yeah.
seems really hard.
Do we remember which floors Lincoln? No, not Lincoln.
Tutu Kid
Okay.
squints their face really hard to try and remember which people were left aside from them.
It's yourself and Roderick. We've got 2 floors to go.
Roderick, yeah. So go up a stair, pop in, and find Roderick's room?
I suppose we could do that. Roderick is just, Roderick is placing Tutu Kid down on the floor.
Oh, okay, down is okay.
So who's gonna take the lead here? Because Roderick does not know where things are.
Wait. You said
I'm
Vexis
trying to
was the
remember.
next landing up?
Yep. So Vexis, you can hear all of this.
Alex is leaving them be for now. He's composing himself.
Have we clipped into the back way, or is this the regular?
No,
Like
this is still the staircase. It's just different.
Alright, well, fucking trying to find the entrance to the back way on this floor.
Well, it should be in the same place, shouldn't it?
In the wall, identical to every other single part of the wall.
Yeah. Yeah. What you rolling? What you getting?
19 is what I'm getting because I rolled fucking average.
Yeah, you start like knocking on the wall a little bit, and you get to a certain part. It goes pop. The door opens.
Found it.
All right, let's head up or down. Or we saw Roderick's room. Like we
On the
opened it.
previous floor.
Yeah, so we need to head down. I'm just taking a guess, but I believe he was floor 7 if we're on 10.
So, I'm gonna give this to you. Alexa, you remember one time when you chose a door and went into it and then looked out the door, there was suddenly no other door on that floor.
We've got to go.
Ah, okay.
You have to go up.
Yeah, that works.
So who's
Decimal.
leading the way on the stairs? Is it Decimal?
I think it is Decimal because he's the one who found the door.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so you guys all walk up in the secret staircase following Decimal, I guess.
Yeah, we'd very much not like to not lose more memories.
Yeah, no thank you.
Xalbaer will follow on the end.
And as you open the secret door out onto the landing, you see a couple of signs hanging on the wall. Some of them say, keep out, which don't make any sense because they're not hanging on any doors. And some of them say, lab safety is very important. This means you, Xalbaer.
This sign can't stop me because I can't read.
So,
Wait, did Tutu listen here, or?
I recognize that we're on a mission here, but consider the following. I really want to go where these signs don't tell me to, because I think that would be funny. And also, I am the fate of chaos, and this is kind of my job to spread chaos, so I need to do my job.
Aren't we already heading this way?
Yeah, you're already heading.
True, but if the signs lead to a place aside from the doors that we need to enter to fuck around in your memory rooms.
It doesn't. It's on the wall. There's no way there. It's just a wall. Yeah. Sitting actually underneath one of these signs is the orange cat you saw earlier. It's Vexis. Vexis is sitting here.
He's actually standing. He doesn't look very impressed.
Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, no. That would have happened earlier, probably. So yeah, no, you don't get the other secret.
Hi!
Hi.
I guess Vexis is gonna do an insight on the group.
Could do a vibe check.
Vibe check, yeah. So what's a 17 get me for a vibe check on the group?
Like, what specifically are you looking for?
Depression.
Yes.
He's trying to gauge everyone's moods. Because last he checked, weren't half of you supposed to go with Xalbaer to go get memories, and didn't you piss off the cathedral? And, you know, he kind of was like, I'm not walking into this emotional, volatile, like, bottle you guys are going into, so, like, what happened while I was doing the smart thing and staying out of it?
Well, there's a crack in Alexa's face.
I don't think you get a whole lot from Decimal because his passive deception's a fucking 20.
Tutu Kid is artificially cheerful. And you do notice the fact that it's artificial, which you have not have noticed if you hadn't rolled so high.
Xalbaer is just standing here.
Xalbaer is just here.
Yes,
I'm
as
just
usual.
standing here.
Yep. If it helps any, when they all make it up the stairs, he would shrug at Vexis and go over to stand next to him.
Amazing.
I point at Lincoln.
Yeah, how's Lincoln doing?
He just looks like he is just thinking hard. He's just kind of like sitting there, just like, The gears are definitely turning.
Roderick.
Okay.
Roderick, he just seems a little distant. And that's all you get.
Well, I guess, Vexis is going to see the big-ass crack in Alexa's face and be like, Xalbaer, I left you in charge of this one. And look at what happened. And
The cathedral says hi.
oh, lovely. He's gonna walk over to Alexa and, inspect her screen.
Hello, a little close.
So since you do know tunes, you can roll a medicine check.
Cool. Actually knows medicine things.
Add a d4, you're being okay.
I don't think he needs it with the 23.
Add it anyway, you've got it.
I don't think Alexa's screen is supposed to do that, guys. I'm gonna be honest. I think that's not great.
What?
Yeah, like a little bit of a spark just kind of shoots out at him.
It's very, very clear that whatever had caused the crack is kind of rectangular, and and also it is clear that there was some attempt to heal up this wound in her face. To honestly not as much success as hoped.
He kind of just gives a sort of unimpressed look at the party, and he reaches over and kind of pokes Alexa's screen with a
Yep, still
a
my
claw
face.
tip. Well, he casts Cure Wounds on second level. You get 13 HP back.
Alright, that does finally close it up because that puts me back at full health.
And you guys watch as Vexis taps the screen, and from his claw spreads a golden light over and seals up the crack.
A golden light, you say?
Yes, a golden light.
I squint.
If it helps any,
Do I
he looks a
roll
little
some-
confused,
what
but
am I
accepting.
roll for that? Do I
How do you
recognize that
feel?
light?
I guess you want to roll
I'd love to
religion.
know.
Roll religion, yeah.
Yes.
I will say, at advantage.
Oh, thank you. I did not have the presence of mind to add a modifier, so that's a 16.
Heart. That's a 16. Do you think Lincoln knows?
So considering the fact that Lincoln is the only warlock of the light anywhere, I think Lincoln knows that there's something with his patron is involved with this person. Because that golden light is what healing light looks like.
He did his magic trick. You're welcome, everybody.
Hey!
Appreciate it. Sorry, which one are you?
I'm Dr. Vexis Enteur.
Okay.
One of your supposed, really evil necromancers you're so terrified of, if I'm not, incorrect.
Clearly, you've never been to Halloween Town.
Are necromancers really evil if they get consent?
Again, he was just touching my face.
Yeah, but he was helping you. And my question still stands. You didn't answer my question. Are necromancers really evil if they get consent?
Oh, didn't you know, little one, I am one of the worst necromancers of them all. And he does like a sort of
Wait, hey,
waggle.
You get a very obvious. You're laying it on a bit thick look from Decimal.
So you said you're a necromancer, huh?
Yes.
So, what was that? I'm gonna point to Alexa's screen, which is now completely healed.
Cool, I'm gonna have him roll something. So that's a 14 in deception.
Absolutely the fuck not.
That's a dirty 20 for Inspire.
He just kind of like brushes his hands over
You can't lie to this group.
No. He kind of just like brushes his paws over his leather coat and he goes, well, wouldn't you like to know?
Well, it's not really a lie. That's just not telling them.
He's lying. He's trying to lie about his emotions.
Okay.
He
I would,
doesn't know
actually.
exactly what he just sort of did. He just knows he can just sort of do it. And so he's doing the smart thing, and he's not questioning it right now.
What is necromancy but some really late healing?
Yeah, exactly.
Does 14
To like this
beat,
problem with necromancers.
does a 14 beat your armor class?
Whose armor class?
Vexis, not Xalbaer, but the other lion boy.
Yeah,
Vexis.
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 Yeah, his
Yeah,
armor
but not
class
mine.
is a 13.
Excellent.
Oh.
Tutu Kid takes out her quarterstaff, which instead of coming out of the hammer space, like materializes in their hand, and slams it down on Vexis's foot.
I will note you take no damage, and they say, is evil if you get... Isn't evil if you get... I asked a question! Is it evil to be a necromancer if you get...
Roderick is going to pick Tutu Kid up.
I asked a question! Tutu Kid is writhing in Roderick's grasp, but not trying to get out.
Does Tutu Kid want to make a... Sorry, actually, I guess this includes everyone. Would everyone like to make a charisma save?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh, no.
What's your DC?
DC 13.
Oh, I rolled a 15 on the dice, so I'm fine. I'm assuming this is calm emotions.
Yes, this is calm emotions.
Tutu Kid is not calmed.
No one is calmed.
I
One
rolled
person is
that
calmed.
one.
Roderick is calm.
One person is calmed, and it is Roderick, who is already decently calmed.
He needed it, though.
You know, you didn't know because Tutu Kid did not roll insight, but Roderick immediately visibly just like lets out a breath of air.
Oh,
He was nah.
I love him.
He was not okay. But then again, who is in this fucking party?
Decimal knew that Roderick was not okay.
Yeah.
That
Wait, who rolled the
reading-
13?
Yeah.
Vexis did.
Oh, okay.
I said I asked a question!
Tutu Kid. Tutu
No.
Kid.
It's not evil if you get consent.
That's all I was asking for. Tutu Kid is immediately appeased. That's all they were looking for.
Oh. Vexis is gonna turn to Xalbaer and kind of just mutter under his breath and gesture slightly and go, and there's where all of my fucks have gone. And gesturing to like the empty air beside on his other side.
Xalbaer will nod very solemnly, like, yeah, same.
Decimal is biting back a grin.
So, that was the thing. Tutu Kid, I'm gonna put you down.
Okay.
Don't attack anyone else, okay?
I didn't hurt him.
Yes,
I just
but you
needed-
attacked him.
Well, yeah, but I didn't hurt him.
Tutu Kid.
Okay, fine. I won't attack anybody right now.
Thank you. And he puts Tutu Kid back down.
Tutu Kid obligingly does not immediately attack anybody else.
Well, I guess that's a start.
I unlocked the Vanguard card last night, Jeff.
Alright, so are we...
Melee kill
I'm sorry, what are you doing down here? Aren't you supposed to be upstairs?
nearby to me.
Me? I'm waiting because I decided that since all of you decided to flee into he gestures vaguely at Decimal pod whatever. Half of you also still need to go upstairs to go get your memories, and some of you still need to go through your rooms.
Funny how many
Yeah, that tracks.
I think it's a little bit less than half.
I would like to state for the record that I had no control of what these chucklefucks decided to do, and them running off the script was not my fault.
You needed help.
I did not, actually.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
There is a creaking noise in the cathedral.
See, the cathedral agrees with me.
Vexis
I
is
think
gonna
that's-
raise his head to the ceiling and be like, "Oh, voice of the cathedral, do you have anything wise you want to tell us this evening?"
Ceiling tile just falls on him.
No, actually,
Wasn't one of us.
actually, Vexis, in the back of your mind, you hear a few whispers, and the whispers say, "They take so long, so long, so long, so long."
He, like, pinches the bridge of his nose and starts, like, waving, and he's like, I know they're taking forever. But unfortunately, I do not control the speed at which lobsters die! But...
You control the speed at which they move after.
Exactly. Now... Now, how many of you still have rooms left? How many of you still need your memories? We'll get you all sorted out, goodness gracious.
Right.
Alexa
On the
and myself need our memories.
Okay, what was Decimal gonna say?
Just as Vexis is asking those questions, the first question pointing at Tutu Kid and Roderick, the second question pointing at Alexa and Lincoln.
Yeah. Yeah, they still need their memories, but I don't think they're ready yet, as it's been explained.
Well, if nothing else, you can go upstairs and ask very nicely if everything is done being processed. What about you? And he points at, Decimal.
Decimal's just kind of grinning. He expected that.
So, you're all processed?
I'm processing right now, but we're getting there.
No, God, whatever. You have all of your things?
Yeah, it's like
No.
all my shit.
I need
Get
to.
out.
Oh.
Sure.
Bye,
Either way.
Decimal.
Wait. Weren't we? Oh, never mind.
As Vexis says, "Get out," the wall that originally had the signs on it opens up into a staircase leading downwards.
Cool. Bye.
Love you, Decimal. Bye.
Listen, he's got places to go. He's got shit to do. He already hates all of you for what happened in the room previously. He is fucking out of here.
Yep.
Hi,
And there
Decimal.
goes Decimal, Weaver of Fate. Decimal, we're gonna skip you ahead because apparently you're just gonna skip town. When you leave and walk up to the train station, there's a clock there. It's only been an hour. It's only been an hour since you left the train station. The train's not going to come for another couple of hours.
That's fine. He'll wait.
Anyways, Decimal leaves.
Vexis looks a little surprised. He didn't actually expect that to work, but
Oh, trust me, it won't work twice.
that's fine. Well, would you all like to hold hands and sing Kumbaya as you go through the next two doors, or...
No,
That'd
I
be
just want to
absolutely
get...
pleasant, actually. Sorry, go ahead.
Roderick just kind of dips his head towards his shoulders as Lincoln also speaks up. It's fine.
What
And
kumbaya?
He starts walking over to one of the doors.
It's like a peace thing, I believe. I don't know.
Don't worry about it.
But then what makes the hole if it's a piece?
You, screen whatever your name is that I just... Do you want your memories back? You, frankly look terrible.
Well, again, rude. But
Give everybody niceness lessons.
I'm gonna stick with my friends here. It doesn't seem right to just leave, especially when we had a mission here. I mean, I'm sure they do.
Roderick opens one of the doors, and through is that nice, pretty beach you guys had seen earlier. And he walks through, and the door closes, and as you guys watch, there's only one door now.
We were supposed to help Roderick!
No.
It's like we were helping Decimal with his rainforest and the cat who made us all look at the cards, and the cards were really cool.
I'm sure it's fine. Besides, it's not going to eat him. I'm sure he tastes terrible.
You better taste
That's
terrible!
nice.
I don't want a cathedral to eat him!
So, about the remaining room, the
Tutu Kid, do you want us to go with you?
Tutu Kid, like, thinks again, because they now remember what exactly goes on, and they're like, I mean, do you want to get your memories? If it's my room, they do expect us to go alone, so I could probably take.
Well, we haven't really been going alone so far, so if you want us to come with, we will.
Hey! Tutu Kid immediately springs back up, regardless of the fact that they know what's gonna be behind there, and go, okay!
Let's find your door then.
Alright.
Okay. And then after that, we're all gonna get our memories, and we're gonna collect Roderick, and we're gonna make sure that we talk to Sirius to make sure that Sirius isn't being possessed by the lock thing or any other bad thing. And then after that, we're gonna say very nice thank yous to all the scientists who are doing science, and we're gonna make sure that the science isn't making them sad, and then we're gonna go, and then we're gonna make sure that everything's fine, and we're gonna be great.
Do you guys open the door there?
Yes.
Yeah.
It is the beach!
What?
Wait. It's Roddy's room.
And Roderick is continuing to walk forward out along the sand.
He walked in and erased the chance for Tutu Kid's room.
Yes.
Yeah, it was the other door that went away.
Listen,
Oh my god.
I am not smart.
Oh my god.
We are not smart.
No, we're not. Alright. Nice one.
You hired a bunch of clowns! Don't be surprised when they all come out of the same clown car, tumbling!
Hey, Victor Vol hired a bunch of clowns.
It's been so long, I forgot what our original job was.
It's okay, Alexa's having some memory issues anyways.
Roderick, we're here to help you with your memory shit!
Just charges into the room, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Roderick
let's
just
go.
sits down in the sand, just lays back in the sand. Like,
Take me, sweet ocean.
literally.
Runs over, plops their butt on the ground, and splays out again. Now it looks like we're just chilling!
It's amazing we get anything done. This is actually incredible.
Have we gotten anything done?
Not really.
Actually,
Sort of.
the original reason to have this, in the spirit of the original reason to have this game, yes.
Also, we did have fun, so do not cancel that factor out.
Okay, so Tutu Kid's joined Roderick in his room. What's Alexa and Lincoln doing?
Is Lincoln a look and shrugs, walks in.
Lincoln's just gonna put his hands in his pockets and go into the door.
Mm-hmm. What is Vexis and Xalbaer doing?
Xalbaer's gonna turn and look at Vexis, very sad kitty with his ears down, like he doesn't want to go in the sand.
He doesn't want to continue being hurt by these people.
Yeah.
Vexis turns to Xalbaer and just kind of looks at him for a long moment and then looks inside and then he goes, "Is it my turn with these idiots then?"
Absolutely. Enjoy the sand. Have a nice vacation.
Bring back plenty of sand to put in your coat.
Tell the cathedral I say hello.
He gives a rude gesture as he walks inside.
And with that, we're going to end this session of Return to the Eclipse Cathedral. Thank you all for joining us.
Yay! We did it!
We got through one room!
To be honest, that's actually kind of what I expected.
Well, she wouldn't let us out until each of us had gotten a reading.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So that one was kind of not on us.
It wasn't even really on me either. That's what Rosetta decided she wanted to do. As in, that's what the Eclipse Cathedral's version of Rosetta decided what she wanted to do. I'm like, alright.
Doing great.
Decimal's just gone. Decimal's like, I'm out of here, and apparently I'm taking the brain cell with me. You chuckle fucks.
So Decimal's like, he's gone. He's out.
He's out. He's free.
Ollie outie.
And his eyes glow gold when he uses his abilities. Have fun with that.
That's not our problem.
Not my problem.
I'm very excited for Decimal to re-enter the canon and immediately go, oh fuck!
Thank you. Thank you.
He's
Thank you.